Alright, so this is my review of S.H.Figuarts Super 17, and this is a recent P-Bandai release, and I got him on Mohime Japan. I'll leave a link below. Yeah, and for me, he cost about $84 in total, so that's his price. He's probably much more expensive on other sites like Big Bed, things like that. I'm not sure how much he cost on P-Bandai. Let me actually just check. And I'm not even sure if he's still in stock there. Probably not. No, so he was 85 on P-Bandai. So around the same, but shipping and all that from P-Bandai is kind of a headache. So it is what it is. Yeah, so P-Bandai exclusive. Not a fan of those at all. Very annoying releases in my opinion. But let's get right into the review. So let's start with some measurements, and he's definitely on the taller side. And let's see how tall he is. So the top of his head, let's see, he's around 6. Oh well, he's not as tall as I thought. He's around 6 1/4, actually a touch under that, probably like a 6 1/8. Looks like 6 1/8 inches, but yeah, a little bit taller than usual. But and let's see how much he weighs. You know, Figuarts generally tend to feel pretty good in the hand. Definitely have a premium feel to them. 1.87 ounces, not bad, around average. And let's get a good look at him. So, start with the face. And, you know, Figuarts knows their DBZ characters, no exceptions here. Just utterly clean, and it looks great. He's got that ascot on, I think that's what you call it. Very nice golds, kind of like an aged gold, just like it was in the show. Very nice kind of red ribbon logo there. The green looks really nice on him, very unique. And, you know, GT characters in general look cool. I thought it was a fun series, even though people have different opinions on that. His jeans have a nice wash to them, look very natural. Or wait, maybe I spoke too soon, could just be my lighting. Oh no, he does, yeah. So in the front, he's got a nice kind of natural fade in the denim. His shoes are definitely glossy. I'm not sure if they were like that in the show. I'm pretty sure they were. Yeah, he's got a nice assortment of finishes here. So definitely a nice looking figure, I think. No real complaints. I think he looks great. Let's see. Yeah, so he looks great, I think. Nicely done hair. Yeah, he looks like he did in the show. So, you know, DBZ characters are more or less simple to get right in terms of, you know, they're not really like extremely complicated designs. So, you know, easy 5 out of 5, I think. No complaints whatsoever. So let's take a look at his articulation engineering. So head is on a double ball joint. You do get good movement there. Watch out for his bangs. Don't get too rough with them. They are a softer plastic, so it's not like they're going to just snap off. This scarf is kind of like a floating piece, so it doesn't really get in the way too much. Be careful with his hair. It does look somewhat delicate. These are on ball swivel, so don't just jerk them any which way. Pay attention to which way they're kind of pointing. Not a fan of setups like that. In general, I just hate ball swivels anywhere except like the ankles. Let's see, upper diaphragm, definitely a ball joint in there. Not the best movement. And, you know, just in general, it's like too much new toys mentioned when he was doing his review of Momo from Dandadan. So be careful with this part on your Figuarts. They even put warnings. You could easily chip the paint here. I'm going to make a video pretty soon on how you could kind of prevent that. Very easy to do, but be very careful when you're torquing around Figuarts at that upper diaphragm, because very high chance you could just scuff something or just abrade it. Be very careful. Okay, so very nice movement, I think. Get about that much with the upper. and lower acting together. Nice backwards movement. Also, I just said I didn't see any figures go back that far. Morna on Super 17 did. Nicely done. Nice swivel on the shoulders, the way it should be. One of the other weird crap they did on the One Piece line. Get a nice butterfly joint there, and I think it works. It's functional. Very smooth joints. No weird squeaks or like annoying kind of bunched up joints. Bicep swivels are nice. Figuarts sometimes just flat out suck with the bicep swivels. Very smooth on this one. Double jointed elbows. And very nice, excellent wrist swivels. Look how much motion you get out of that. Very easy to use too. Okay, so no complaints with the torso, arms, all great. Let's see. Yeah, you do get a swivel there too. Typical Figuarts, like 3.0 joints on the legs. You know, they come out. You could do like the full splits and all that with him if you wanted to. Now for mine, this part is a little bit loose. Not a fan of that. At this price, shouldn't be happening. You get a thigh swivel. Nice double bend at the knee. Typical setup at the ankle. Very nice meaty ankle joint here. Works extremely well, I think. Looks very nice. So articulation is standard Figuarts. I will knock him on the loose thigh because I don't like that. So I'd say 4.4. I'm going to change my rating just a bit. So yeah, 4.4 for articulation. Yeah, but no real complaints. Standard Figuarts articulation, I'd say. Very mobile. Accessories, part of the review I hate the most. The most boring part of any review. So I'll just go over them in the tray. And we'll take a look at them. So we'll start with the hands. So you get these, right? And I will show you just kind of like the underneath part of his hand, like the palms. That's pretty important in the show. You do get those kind of like energy sucking things like Android 19. I thought that was cool that they made a call, like a throwback to that in GT. You do get like a kind of energy effect here. And honestly, I think it looks kind of ugly. It's very cloudy, like you can barely make out what's inside of it. Yeah, it's very murky. Like I know what they were trying to do, but honestly, there's probably so much better ways they could have done this. Looks frankly terrible. Like it just looks like crap. It looks like those 50 cents gumball, kind of like rubber bouncing balls you could get if you grew up in like the 90s. You get more hands towards the bottom there. Okay. Now I will talk about probably the best accessory ever made out of any figure is this, which completely justifies the almost $90 to $100 price tag. I think this is what everyone's been wanting for probably over a decade now. A nice flat 2D image, white on the back, with a dragon fist. So you get this, and I think this is where most of the price goes, honestly, because just look at just the attention to detail here. Like, you know, you could throw it like a frisbee. Lot of options here, so very glad that they included this. You do get a stand for that most amazing accessory, so you can figure out how to put that together. Not rocket science, and you just stick that in there like that. Okay. You do get kind of accessories to kind of plug into that blast effect, so you get that also. Alternate faces, very nicely done. And I think, yeah, they look extremely nice. The earrings, the gridded teeth one looks great. The smirk is just really cool. And you do get alternate hair pieces, probably to just simulate his hair when it's like blowing back or whatever. So that's nice. And you do get an alternate face here for probably GT Goku. So that looks okay. All right, so that's accessories. Got that out of the way. And I'd say accessories. So ordinarily, I would have given this like a 5, but you know, obvious sarcasm aside, I think that dragon was just extremely stupid. I'd say 4.5. And that energy ball, well, you know what? That energy ball kind of sucked too, right? So let's just give it a 4.3. I think that's fair. For how expensive these figures are, I think the blast effect should really kind of pop out, like vibrant, and, you know, give it that effect of, like, you know, energy and all that stuff, which it doesn't, in my opinion. So that's a bit disappointing. So overall price, I'd say 3.8, because it's still a very solid figure. And, you know, it's a very nice figure, probably a highly sought after figure for some fans of GT. I'm not the biggest fan of GT, but I did like it. I definitely have good memories of it. So I'm very happy to own this. And yeah, very solid figure though. Just, you know, the price is a bit up there. Like, this is not worth $80+. Like I said, 1/12 market is a bit insane. And I hope the prices come down, but that's not going to happen. I don't think these figures are worth like 100 plus, 80, 90, 100 plus. The prices have to come down. That figure I reviewed before this, that Morna, that Dread Knight, whatever, is so much higher quality than this. And she was only $70 from a teeny tiny little company in China somewhere. So there's no excuses here. They're upcharging because they just know they can. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but this is why I support third parties whenever I can. And frankly, I like their figures more. But that being said, this is still an excellent figure. You probably won't be disappointed. Secondhand market is going to suck on him. Get him at the link I just showed you, because this site is excellent. I usually go to this site instead of shitty P-Bandai, just because their prices are actually better than P-Bandai a lot of times. Yeah, so that's about it for my review. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.